Hey there, everybody. You know, we're going to talk about the Blacklist Season 8, Episode 3 in this video, but if we look a little bit salty, it's just because
A little bit salty?
Okay.
I am so salty. We are on a huge hiatus until January 22nd. We had 2 episodes, guys. 2. And now we're on a huge hiatus, like 9 weeks.
Here's the thing, like...
NBC, come on, guys.
I saw earlier today they had announced return dates for a lot of their shows, and I saw that the Blacklist was on there, but I was like, okay, well, I know SVU, they still have episodes of SVU coming up, and that's not off the air till January. I know when Chicago was, but it was like, This Is Us is off the air till January too, but they at least had like 4 episodes. 2
episodes, and now it's like mid-season finale. Like, come on. Okay, listen, we gotta pull ourselves together here. You guys did not come here to hear us complain, even though that is what is happening.
You might have come here to hear us complain. Like, let's be honest, you might be complaining as well.
I'm pretty sure you guys are probably complaining as well, and we're all feeling this. It is garbage.
Yeah, and the only other thing I'll say about it is just, because we're going to talk about what's next for Liz and Reddington and everything with the show and theories and whatnot, but I think it's a function of production, obviously, starting late. NBC, yep. I don't think they want to put a lot of new episodes of stuff on during the holiday season.
And they probably don't want to rush through their episodes. Like, I mean, it takes time to put together the Blacklist, so it takes time to put together any kind of episode. So don't rush it. This is a good show. I will wait, but I don't like that I have to wait so long. You guys couldn't come back early January? Like,
I know. I don't get that, because they're bringing back This Is Us in early January. But anyway, if you guys enjoy this video that we have already ranted for a solid 2 minutes in, be sure to subscribe and check out our review for tonight's just bonkers upon bonkers.
Such a crazy episode. It was great.
I almost want to call it the mid-season finale, but I can't because we're only 2 episodes into the stinking season.
But that's what it is.
There you go.
Welcome to the mid-season finale, guys.
If you guys do want to support us further, check the links to the store on the and also our Patreon. But okay, here's the thing. Now that we're done with the ranting, which we may not be done with, I'll revisit this in a minute, but Liz and Reddington, they are now in a situation where, as you noted in a review, I don't know if there's any coming back from what they've gone through now.
I don't think so. I mean, Reddington has either killed or had a hand in killing so many people that are close to her. She thinks that Katarina's her mother. We saw in the preview where he's kind of like, it's not what it seems. But if he's not willing to give answers, then for Liz, it is what it seems. This is all the information she has to go on. So she's going to go on this information that Katarina was her mother and Reddington killed her right in front of her. So for Liz, there's no coming back from that. And I did say in the review as well, I'll say it here too, that I think the thing that might make it that not he can walk it back, but maybe that they can move forward is the timing of it. Like, if he doesn't tell her what is going on fast, and this goes on for like another year, that relationship is done. Like, it is done.
This is what I'm trying to think about right now in my head, because, you know, there are obviously big rabbit holes to go down with Reddington's identity and whatnot, but we don't even have to go down those for this, and that is, why did Reddington want to hide so much about Katarina, and also, why is he saying it is not what it seems? Here is possibility number 1 here, that wasn't the real Katarina, and that the real Katarina is alive somewhere. Therefore, Reddington didn't kill Liz's mother. Idea number 2, that this Katarina, real or fake, was planning something terrible that was going to lead to the loss of lives of a lot of different people. But if that's the case, why not just tell Liz that? I feel like you can tell Liz, by the way, your mother was going to murder a bunch of people, and I stopped that. I think she would understand that.
If this was not the real Katarina, then I truly don't know why Reddington wouldn't just say, this isn't your mother. This is another problem. Maybe we can deal with this problem together. Like, something else. Like, if the real issue is that, say he is trying to hide the real Katarina, like, he can still say, this woman's not your mother, I don't know who this lady is, without revealing that the real one is hidden somewhere.
I still want to believe the real one could be hidden somewhere. I I go back to this all the time. The conversation with Dembe and Reddington, I think it was the end of season 4, where there was an expression as to whether or not Liz finding out the truth about Katarina would ever really lead to forgiveness or anything else. And I mean, we've found out a lot of dark stuff this season, but even in that conversation with Reddington and Katarina tonight, Reddington was like, I didn't know what was planned in Belgrade with Dom. I didn't know what was going on there. And Katarina believed him when he expressed that. And so I don't know what other sort of secret that we've seen on the show could have been what that conversation between Reddington and Dembe was about. I don't think we've fully gotten there.
Well, that conversation on the bench was also really interesting because Reddington was sort of like, I could have offered to hide you, or I could have offered to have a security on you, sort of get you underground, which again was another sort of opening to maybe the real Katarina is being hidden, because he's kind of like, hey, I could have hidden you, but I didn't, because who are you? I already have her hidden somewhere.
It is such just a conundrum as to what the secrets are, and then also, of course, how long they're going to go now until they're revealed, because we have to think of this as really an actuality that this is not going to be a 22 episode season. I think we're going to be lucky to have 15 or 16, given that they started filming late. All of that sort of stuff went down. I mean, maybe we will have episodes almost every week when they come back. Insert rage about January 22nd here, but I think they are going to give us a solid run at that point. But I still don't think they're going to have a lot of time, which is why I'm hoping that this is not the final season at this point. I would have been more okay with it if we had a full season, but there's a lot they have to get to now.
Yeah, and we've seen your comments. I even saw a comment today asking if this is the final season, because there's some people are posting stuff everywhere. Fires are already going up that it's already canceled or it's about to be canceled. And I mean, we should all just wait and see what happens, because I feel like if they're gonna cancel it, you know, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. But as of right now, nothing is canceled. It's not renewed, but it's not canceled either. So with a shorter season, this is 8 seasons in, I feel like they're going to make sure it gets a proper end. This isn't just going to be like, canceled.
No, yeah,
they're
not
gonna
doing that.
they're gonna make sure that this is wrapped up properly. I know that there's lots of shows that do that and just let it all, everybody be mad. I just don't feel like that's happening here.
No, I think either they're going to announce this as the final season in time for the writers to finish it properly, or they will renew it for at least one more. But you know, the thing in a lot of ways we should think of this as at this point is almost that this could have been the ending to, you know, quote unquote season 7, and just disregard the episode count for season 7 and what was intended or anything else. But this could have been a season 7 finale, and it would have certainly worked as one, and we're entering almost this new chapter. Who is the big bad now? Is it actually just Liz and Reddington and there's nobody else?
Yeah, and that's sort of what my theory was in our review, is that Liz is now going to be moving into the big bad position against Reddington, because she has that phone message from her mom with this conversation. I mean, if she's listening to it back, I mean, Reddington didn't really say, yeah, you got me, or anything like that. I mean, she has enough to do something, but she doesn't have a complete smoking gun here. But that promo did show her saying, you know, you killed my mother, sort of a feeling of, I'm coming after you, I'm going to get you, you got my mother, now it's you against me. So what is she going to do with this recording? What is she going to do with what she knows? She does have a couple of options.
And this is not going to be something that evaporates quickly at this point. I think it's pretty clear this is going to be playing out for a while. I don't know if they're going to change the fundamental structure of the show. And this is kind of what's interesting to me, is that can Liz get back with the task force now? Can they chase after blacklisters? Because I'm sure there's still going to be a couple of rando blacklister episodes sort of thrown in here at some point.
I just feel like this next episode is going to have to tie things up in some kind of way. Or the task force doesn't really have part of a job anymore. It's really just Liz calling them for favors when she needs them, because she's not really doing anything right now except obsessing over these answers. Now she's out for like pure out revenge. Who knows what she's going to do with that? Maybe she's going to find the Townsend and Eastern Division and sell her secrets, or sell his secrets, as much as she knows.
One more thing to think about here. Blacklister numbers, which are the sort of things that I feel like only us and maybe you guys who are commenting and nobody else cares about at all. But we don't know number 1. We don't know number 2. Katarina was number 3. I don't believe we know number 5. So conceivably, one of those could be Liz. One of those could be Reddington.
Yeah, my feeling is 1 and 2 are Reddington and Liz, and they can be interchangeable at this point of who is who or whatever. Are we going to see that in the next episode, if this is now Red versus, Liz, or what is going to happen? Because we know that sometimes they'll be like, oh, number whatever, and then the next one, number conclusion. So we can have more than one episode with that Blacklister.
If they do a new big bad, I'm predicting that big bad will probably be number 5, somewhere around there, unless they decide to make Ilya like actually a criminal of note and Ilya becomes number 5. But like I said, I know not as many people care about the numbers as I do. It's like Lost. I'm Desmond. I get obsessed over the numbers.
Yep.
All right, but we got a long wait, guys. We have a lot of theory videos that are going to be coming up. We're going to talk about the idea that maybe Liz could have the archive stored in her head somewhere, that she's tied to N13. We'll talk about the Katarina twin theory that's out there. There's some fun stuff to get into. But for now, what do you want to see on the Blacklist coming up, Season 8, Episode 3?
After a 9-week hiatus.
Come cry with us and share your thoughts in the comments. And if you do like this video, subscribe, give us a like, support us further. Check those links to the store, our Patreon, and we'll see you here next time.